We have stream. Maybe.
Probably turn the sound down on the TV.
Oh, we should probably turn the sound down in stream too, actually, now that I see that.
Oh yeah, that's quite loud.
That's quite loud. Hey, everybody.
Hello and whatnot.
Welcome, everybody, to the stream.
Everybody. Blues Brothers.
Oh,
everybody.
I'll be honest with you. This might just be a generational difference between you and me.
You haven't seen it? Yeah, it's fine.
Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
Of course I've seen Blues Brothers.
Oh, okay.
But you said everybody, and I immediately went to, yeah, rock your body.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody, rock your body right. And you know the next part? Back streets back. All right. Boom, doom, doom, doom.
I don't even know what you're doing. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my God, we're back again. It's a Backstreet Boys song. It's a song that the 2000-something boy band the Backstreet Boys sang.
Jack, this is not a generational thing because men your age don't know that song.
It's definitely that Backstreet Boy. When I was in high school, the Backstreet Boys were huge, Rich. Fucking everywhere. Everywhere.
With the chicks. With all of the girls at the school.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with liking. There's nothing wrong with liking harmonizing vocals and a dancing beat. There's nothing wrong with that. Did I ever tell you about the prank that I played on Lisa when we were in high school?
No.
Involving boy bands?
No.
Obviously, I'm not a huge boy band fan.
Right.
In high school, I was into the punk and ska scene, as was my, at the time, girlfriend, Lisa. And we had this little thing where we would occasionally play pranks on each other.
Yeah.
And she had got me with a decent prank. My mom had this ceramic pig that looked evil. It was this giant ceramic pig that looked evil, and every time Lisa came over to my house, she would move the ceramic pig somewhere where she knew I would see it. Like she'd put it in my closet, so I'd open up my closet. It was terrible, right? So she did one like that, and it creeped me out. I hated that ceramic pig. So I had a radio alarm clock. It was a CD alarm clock, and you could wake up to any song you wanted.
Yeah.
I rewired the speaker on it, I added speaker cable to make the speaker extra long, hid the alarm clock under her bed, put the speaker directly underneath her pillow, like in her sheets, underneath her pillow so she couldn't see it, and and I cleared this with her parents first, and then I made it blare In Sync song at like 1 a.m. She came to school the next day and was livid. But no, everyone knows Backstreet Boys. That's just a thing that people know, Rich.
Cruel.
And
unusual.
It was bye. Yep, bye. And you ain't no lie, baby. Bye. Wait, what? Okay, we're good. Beach Boys are better. Beach Boys are great. Everybody likes the Beach Boys. Jack, no IPA tonight? No IPA tonight. Jack's been feeling a little awful and fat lately. I have finally hit my tipping point on the. I've been really lax with the diet.
Yeah.
Over the years, I just get laxer and laxer, and eventually I got so lax I just said, well, let's just see what happens if I don't diet for a month, and I've ballooned, Rich.
I'm sorry.
You should be. You should be sorry. So I've ballooned, and so I am I've decided to go hardcore back on the diet until Christmas. I'm gonna give it a solid 4 months just to get back on track because
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
It'll be hard to make it through the holidays without cheating on a diet. So you
know.
gotta do it before the holidays.
Well, that's why I want to do it before Christmas
Yeah.
because then it's all over. And Thanksgiving I can get through.
And no, Chad, neither of us have played Hellooooo Knight.
We have not, right? But Thanksgiving, you know what? I'm not doing Thanksgiving this year. I'm going out of town for Thanksgiving this year. We're not having a Thanksgiving dinner this year.
What are you doing out of town?
We are going to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We're going to head to Universal Studios.
Oh,
For
okay.
Thanksgiving, which is awesome. And I've never been to Universal Studios, and
Presumably, you will have dinner on Thanksgiving Day.
some dinner, sure, but not
I think technically that is Thanksgiving Day.
sure.
You would have to fast that day.
Yeah. They do have great food in Los Angeles, and I will have to be very good when I go to Los Angeles. Oh, because I said I was going to be good. That's pretty adorable. Okay. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Hit him from the behind. Can you come down here? No. Oh, or just hit him a couple times. Hit him 2 times. Little floaty, the jumping controls.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's horrible.
Basically, what I'm saying is
I don't know why you didn't kill that other thing.
What other thing?
There's a thing walking around down there. Another one of those things. You didn't kill it.
Oh, well, I was looking up here.
You could have gotten one of those thingamajiggers from it.
I came up here. Collect souls. Collect souls, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, give me the things.
Those souls are like flowers.
Right?
They look like flowers.
Rich, your soul is a flower. Has anyone ever told you that?
No, it's not.
Your soul is a flower. That's you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a John Denver song. Going up to the mountains, your soul is a flower. You're getting more beautiful hour by hour, oh baby. Your soul is a flower. Oh, you can cut grass.
You want to hear my John Denver impersonation?
Yes.
Rocky Mountain High!
Oh, that's awful. He died in a plane crash.
Yes, I know. He hit a mountain.
I acknowledge.
It's really horrible. A horrible thing to say.
It's a very horrible thing to say, yes. Too soon? Maybe.
Oh, God, that made Karen laugh hysterically. And she loves John Denver.
I get maybe I have no particular fondness for John Denver, and so like to me you're just making fun of a dead man. Like, he died. Idiot. What a dummy.
You're not gonna hit that giant pulsating thing?
I'm looking around first. Okay. So you use some of your soul goo to heal.
Okay. It's probably better to level up with it, though.
I don't know if I can level up with it. Oh, fun. That's very, very Isaac. You get the extra blue hearts. I'm with it. What? Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be our first thing because I can't jump out of here, right?
All right.
So this is going to be the first zone where we have to like earn something. What?
There's something under there, I'll bet.
Right?
Can you double jump or anything?
No, not yet.
All right.
I'm assuming this is where we get the double jump ability. And that's what's going to get us out of here.
That's a fair assessment, I think.
Ooh, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just have to come back. I like the look of him. Of our little Hollow Knight man.
Yeah.
I like the look of him. He's cute.
I don't see what this has over Dead Cells so far.
No. This is atmosphere. This is just, enjoy the ride. Dead Cells is about, precision and timing. And this is so far. This is just enjoy the atmosphere.
I love Dead Cells, but Dead Cells is about getting as many strength upgrades as quickly as you possibly can. That's what Dead Cells is about. But I enjoy it. You should play Ori and the Blind Forest. I thought that was a dull fucking platformer.
We did.
It was
play
beautiful.
That.
It was beautiful in the colors. Oh, it was beautiful, well animated. It was dull as fuck.
I was gonna say we did play that, and we were bored to tears. Jack, how do you like Game of Thrones so far? This season has been all right. This season has been all right. Everything this season, because they're wrapping up. The stories are actually moving forward, and I dig that. It's not worth to watch the whole series. Like this last episode of Game of Thrones. No spoilers. This last episode of Game of Thrones, a character came back into the fold who hasn't been around since season 1.
Yeah.
And they didn't even give us a previously on. They're just like, this guy, remember this? This guy's back in it. And Lisa and I had to pause it to look up who this guy was. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, 7 years ago he was on the show.
You don't like the show, right?
I do not like this.
And you're watching it.
Lisa likes it.
Okay.
Well, Lisa read the books and likes the books, and yeah, Lisa likes the show, and so it's a thing we watch together because.
Is she liking it since it's diverged from R.R. Martin's books?
Yes, she is. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, he's adorable. Okay, phone disappeared. Headed down that well, one by one, into caverns below.
Are we going to play the 2D Sonic when it comes out on PC? I have no interest. I'm not especially nostalgic for Sonic.
No, probably not. I know it just came out on the Switch, so everybody's creaming their jeans over the new Sonic. I have. Oh, BS!
Him?
I got my soul hearts went away after I rested. Gosh dang it. Oh shit. That was no, I thought that was a. Oh. No. It's over here. Stone door with a simple lock. Okay.
The Blue Prism says,
Blue Prism!
Hey, Rich. I'm sorry if you already got asked this question, but what did you think of the DuckTales premiere? I was able to catch it right when it came out at 11 p.m. last Friday. Yeah, it was fine. It was good. We'll see more before I make a judgment on the series.
But you're okay with episode 1?
I was okay with it.
All right. Oh.
My horrible? I think the original did a better job at actually just world building. Duckburg had a character in the original series.
I think that might be a silly statement, but okay.
Barely spent any time there in this one, Jack.
Well, you know. Go back to... how about this,
Rich? Where's the build-up? Where's the build-up? It's just, oh yeah, I know where Atlantis is. Let's go there.
Rich, go to...
Where's the build-up?
Go to episode 1 of the original DuckTales and see how much of a world building they did. How about that?
I did. I thought it was fine. We're talking to reporters. There was a city, miscellaneous dialogue just in the background from other people. It felt more epic. The original DuckTales. It felt more epic.
All right. I mean, I'm not the DuckTales aficionado that you are, so I'm gonna have to. I guess I'm just gonna have to, you know, default to your opinion here.
It's only been one ep, Rich. I said that exact same thing before we started talking about this. Like, yeah, you know, it's one episode.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll see. We'll see.
There's got to be a double jump around here somewhere. How did the Doctor do as Scrooge?
That's more just my not being used to it, I think.
Sure.
It's been Alan Ladd Jr. like my entire life.
Okay. Okay, that's
And
fair.
obviously it couldn't be him now because he's dead. So, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, they needed to move on. If they were going to do this again, they need to move on. From the dead guy, right.
Alan Young, not Alan Ladd. Yeah, Alan Young. The Mr. Ed guy. Scrooge McDuck was voiced by the main character in Mr. Ed who wasn't a horse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you might have told me that before.
Did I like David? I am getting used to David Tennant as Scrooge. I think he did okay. But when you've been hearing one person's voice for a character your entire life,
Absolutely.
it's weird when it's suddenly different.
Absolutely. Take a little getting used to. That's what I'm most worried about with the new Tick that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, it's been Townsend Coleman forever. And even though Putty, you know, they tried to do the live action one, and Putty was the Tick, and it's like, he has a great voice, but it's not Townsend Coleman. And, or Coleman, you know, he's one of those weird names. And Peter Serafinowicz is hilarious. He's going to be a great Tick, but it won't be the same as the voice actor.
Patrick Warburton.
Patrick Warburton, Putty, right.
Or Brock Sampson, as far as I'm concerned.
Brock Sampson?
The Venture Brothers. He's Brock Sampson.
Oh, sure. Okay, okay. He was Putty first.
All right. Quadrupus says, "Hey guys, had a bad day. One of my kids got one shot by Ice Lance and turned undead. Also got spoilers." Is that a Game of Thrones thing?
That sounds like a Game of Thrones thing. You know, spoilers are tough because you never even know what's going to be a spoiler.
I don't watch Game of Thrones, so
Yeah, I don't care
I would have
about
stopped
it.
reading that halfway through if I had any inkling.
Right.
What was
I
to
just
come.
don't care about Game of Thrones enough, so.
Mods, if that is in fact a Game of Thrones spoiler, you can actually ban Quadrupus. You can do that.
For a couple hours, yeah. If he's given legit,
If he's given legit Game of Thrones spoilers.
that wasn't okay. So here's some Game of Thrones news.
Yeah.
That's no spoiler from the last episode I saw.
Okay.
But apparently, HBO has been having a problem with hackers taking their shit, and they've been actually like taking episodes before they air.
Right. Right.
And so that might be a spoiler from the episode of next Sunday that hasn't aired yet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nathan B. Film says, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well. What I'm wondering is, will you guys play other games tonight, like F13 or even Shutter's PubG? Thanks."
Probably no PubG tonight, just because if we're gonna do it again, I'd like Rich and I to play again.
Okay.
Which would mean I'd like to bring in my computer again.
What if this is the dullest thing ever?
This game?
Yeah.
So far,
So far?
it's a little dull.
All right.
Um,
Well, our last stream of Friday the 13th wasn't so exciting either now, was it?
that's why I wanted, and that's why I wanted to change it up.
Yeah.
We had some fun with PUBG playing with a group, but I'd like you and I to play again if we're gonna do that.
All right.
This is we're here. Oh, okay. So far this ain't doing a lot for me, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see how she goes. We're gonna see how she happens.
Gelbach says, "Hey guys, it's me, Gelbach.
Hi, Gelbach.
Yes, Rich, you pronounced it right last time, which is Gilbach.
Gelbach.
Gilbach. Again, I really appreciate your guys' work and hope you all have a great day. I want to be on the panel, damn it. Like the best of the worst panel?
That's probably not gonna.
Probably what it means. It's probably not gonna happen.
I mean, get it together, man. Oh, look at that thing. There we go. Oh, man. Shit.
Can you get over it?
Shit. Probably wasn't ready for that fight yet.
Yeah. This game looks good, but I hate this stupid Binding of Isaac art style.
I don't think this is a Binding of Isaac art style. Maybe? I don't know.
What kind of art style do you like?
This is, I guess it's simple. It's a simple art style. I wouldn't necessarily call it Binding of Isaac style, but... Like, look at the backgrounds of this. These backgrounds are super detailed, man. Oh, shit.
Anonymous says, Rich, do you remember when you guys played Sonic and Jack hit the platform before you did and you fell to your death? Remember what you said? We'd like more of that. That was 3 years ago, and I legitimately don't remember what I said.
I hit the platform before you did what?
I don't remember this.
I don't remember this either.
Oh, Tails, you dumb motherfucker. What was that?
Tails, you dumb motherfucker. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, I can... oh, by the way, I think this is a little Dark Souls-y. Okay, don't go there. That's where the big guy is. I think this is a little Dark Souls-y where, the enemies don't respawn unless you die, and then they all respawn.
Okay. I'm assuming there's a way to spend your souls.
Yeah.
At least this isn't roguelike. Yeah, that would probably be exciting.
It would be terrible if, you know, it was interesting.
That tension of your one life mattering. Yeah, that's horrible.
Shut down, motherfucker! Oh.
I'll just die and die over and over again because it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Cyber Noodles says,
Cyber Noodles.
how did you go with Kaizo Mario Jack? Did you get very far?
What? Kaizo Mario?
I was in another stream, and I was asking someone who was playing a Mario ROM hack. They're called the hard Mario ROM hacks. They call them Kaizo Marios. It's like and I was asking, well, what's the easiest one? Because I was kind of curious about trying one of these out.
Yeah.
They probably thought I was you.
Oh, okay.
And the answer would be, I haven't tried yet. That was like the other day.
Okay, so this is the Metroid. This is the Metroid-y thing. So you go here, and there's this, and you can't get past it, but there's a way to get past it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get a map? Do I get a map? That's my question. Hold on.
Rich, in your opinion, how is the One Life Matters dynamic fun in roguelikes, yet not fun in PubG? That was the one thing I listed as a fucking positive in PubG! Clean your fucking ears out!
There was that whole little segment about how Rich was like, well, at least it's not the Call of Duty. And by the way, a really fun little metaphor there. It's like, it's not like Call of Duty where you're a chicken in a factory farm. Yeah, your one life matters. That was like a really positive notion from Rich. Get it together, people. Get it right together.
Jack Trapstrat says,
Japstrat.
hi, Rich and Jack.
Hi.
From Iowa, and the wife and I love everything RLM. Saw J Mike actually uploaded half in the bag, not at stream time for once. For you both, what has been your funniest RLM creation experience? I've been making videos with Mike since I was in high school. I don't know that finding that one best moment is really such an easy thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Rich. I liked making the matches that spelt out "fuck you." That was really fun.
I mean, I guess I laughed harder than I ever have in my entire life during the whole Resident Evil marathon.
All right, that's pretty good.
That Christmas episode of Best of the Worst with Mexican Santa Claus.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
That's elves.
Yep.
Mexican Santa Claus and
that was a fine night.
And Christmas Vacation too. That was a fine night. That was an absolutely fine night. There's a little crying worm up there. Maybe there's something I can do with that little crying worm to make him not cry? I don't think I can reach that, though. I can't reach that crying worm yet.
Did you ever get a response from Warner Brothers over the Christmas Vacation 2 you mailed them? Yeah, sadly, I believe it was just a return to sender.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, we marked it in care of the director, who I'm
Right,
sure hasn't
right.
worked with them in ages. So, so you know, whatever intern or whoever was in charge of that said, "Fuck this, I'm not dealing with it."
Right. So it was nothing exciting, unfortunately. Crocodile Brain says, Guys, how much to get you to play Death Road to Canada? Pixel art hack and slash multiplayer, Oregon Trail style roguelike. To reals play this game. Keep up the good work.
I might have it. I'll be honest with you. I might have that game. It's just one of those things where, yeah, it might be on the list. I think I own it.
Trying to give Rich a chance to explain why PubG doesn't work, yet why roguelikes do. They're entirely different fucking things.
Well, and a roguelike is part of a genre. Like, you can't compare PubG to The Binding of Isaac. They're two, you know. They are two. Roguelike is not a complete genre.
I wasn't aware that Risk of Rain was a first-person shooter online multiplayer deathmatch. This is news to me.
Well, like, if you could compare PubG to something like Crypt of the Necrodancer, I think you could see similarities in there.
You were giving me a chance to explain something that was really stupid and made no sense.
I like that, Godsmith.
But thank you for giving me that chance.
Why do you like FIFA 2017 and not PubG? Because they're different games, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Crypt of the Necrodancer needs far more multiplayer teabagging.
Right?
Says Tiberius Kirk.
Okay. I'm getting it. Fuck you.
Look, I don't like PUBG because I don't enjoy multiplayer shooter combat much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't enjoy that a second and it's over and it's not for me.
Right.
And it's largely about who gets the drop on who. That's not how Crypt of the Necrodancer plays.
Yeah, PUBG is all about making you, the player, feel very weak. And, you know, it's over in an instant. And it's completely understandable why someone wouldn't like that game.
Do you think you would like playing Squad in PUBG more? I said that during the review.
You sure did. You sure did.
But gaming is something I do to just relax on my own. If I need to work out a bunch of people's schedules to get the group together in order to enjoy that's not something I want to do in my free time.
You don't want to schedule like an event for gaming. It's tough. That's true. Like, I just want to put on a game and play a little bit. Right.
I can jump on a Friday the 13th match with anybody. Mm-hmm. I don't think I could do that in PUBG with a squad and get anything out of it.
Probably not.
With strangers, I can't see that working.
Mm-hmm.
We would need too much coordination.
Agreed.
And to do that with 3 strangers, 2 of them probably don't have a mic.
Okay, I have a map now. I did it. I got a map.
When you hit 40 or so, generally the lives of your friends generally don't revolve around multiplayer gaming.
I don't, you know.
Here's the thing. Until I got to know you,
Yeah.
none of my friends were gamers.
Right, right.
None of them. Mike thinks gaming is like the anti-productivity devil.
And you know, it kind of is.
It is.
Yes.
Jay just, no interest.
Yeah. Gaming is the anti-productivity devil. Literally, gaming rewards you for not getting work done, and it gives you like fake rewards. Right. It rewards you with fake rewards. I still like it.
Mike was a gamer in the roleplay sense, though. In high school, yes. But he'd never played video games, like maybe outside of... he might have played like a Nintendo game once.
Everybody's played a Nintendo game at least once.
He was briefly into Starfleet Academy.
Okay.
On the PC. And then he stopped cold once he realized he wasn't getting other shit done.
That's fair. Oh. Okay, bye. Bye, friend. Wait, where am I?
Like when most people would have been playing around with an NES or a Super Nintendo, instead of his parents getting him a Super Nintendo, his parents got him a camera, and that changed Mike's life.
So everybody be very grateful that Mike is not a gamer.
Right.
If Mike was a gamer, he wouldn't be making all the things. Wait, where am I? I don't think I'm in here. This dickhead gave me a map.
So for me, gaming has absolutely never been a social thing. Because nobody I knew was at all interested my entire life.
Right. Yeah, you know, it's just one of those things, guys. I know it's nice when, the people you enjoy listening to also enjoy the things that you enjoy, but it's just not going to happen. Ah! Oh shit. Fuck you, bug thing. Fuck you, bug thing. God damn it. Fuck you, bug thing.
Have you ever had an idea for a video game? That's a question in the chat.
Yeah.
Jack, have you ever had an idea for a video game?
I have several ideas for video games.
Yeah?
I have great ideas for video games. Things that'll make great video games. I also have no idea how to make a video game. So.
I have had one.
Yeah.
And it's a strange one for me to have because we just talked about this, I'm not I'm not a multiplayer gamer.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I still had what I thought was a good idea for one.
Okay.
You converge, you mix up multiplayer deathmatch with kind of Legos. Like, you would have just a list of parts, and you would build your own robot. Kind of like Lego pieces.
Okay.
Like, you insert this kind of wheels or treads, or maybe you're going to try and build legs.
Okay.
And what kind of weapon would you want to attach? And you have some kind of like limited amount you could spend on parts.
Okay.
And then you take that robot and you use it in a deathmatch. That was my idea for a game.
Interesting. And how do you get the parts? How do you get the money?
You would like this level of, you'd have like different levels, like a cheap match, like best robot you could spend for 100 credits, or 1,000 credits. This is you could build a fancier robot, but everyone gets that 1,000 credits to spend before that match.
Oh, okay.
That was my idea for a game.
Interesting.
And if something like that exists, my response to that is, did it exist 20 years ago when I first had the idea?
Of course it did, Rich. It existed, and it existed better than your idea. It existed way better than your idea, man. Yeah, I think I've talked about my video game idea. Like, I wanted to make a dispatcher game. A game where, and I know stuff like this does exist, but not exactly how I want to do it. I wanted to make a game in which you were in charge, you were a dispatcher, and you were in charge of a group of couriers, and you needed to plan the route for them and tell which courier to go where in the map, and you had to keep your couriers happy. Like, you needed to give them enough jobs to keep working for you.
Yeah.
But if you overworked them, they wouldn't do it. And then if you tried to book too many jobs for them, the people who would get their packages would get them later, and so you had to manage your drivers, your packages, and whatnot, and who's it. And it'd be it would be a fun little resource management job. A courier simulator. And I know there are things like that, but I'd like to put an emphasis on randomly generated personality traits of your drivers. This driver's really fast, but he gets angry with you often, right? This driver is super reliable, but you can't give him, but he has he has a motorcycle, so he can't carry too many packages, but he's really reliable. And so then he's like, oh, I can take this driver who I know and map him over this way, and I can take this driver. Oh, this driver's up here. I just got a package going from this to this, right? This sounds like a fucking horrible game. It's not a horrible game. It's not a horrible game because this is what I used to do as a job. I was a short-term logistics dispatcher for a company that did this very thing. And that was my job, was figuring out which driver had to go where for what packages, and maybe you'd have daily package. Okay, I know no matter what, every day I'm going to get a package that goes from north to south, right?
Somebody's saying the motorcycle guy can get through traffic jams.
Ooh, right? Right? And then you have maybe regular customers that you need to map around, and if you lose your customers. So that's what I used to do every day, and it was the greatest part of my job there, was just figuring out where people would go. Oh, you could go this, and you could pick this up on your way. I got my one guy who comes from up north every day, and if I don't give him enough jobs, he just won't come down and work for me. But I need him to come down today, so I'm going to save this job for later. This job is going to be 15 minutes late, but if I have it 15 minutes late, I can save it for this guy. The amount of situations that came up. Call it short-term logistics dispatcher. The kids will love it, right? It's far more fun. I'm not doing a very good job pitching it, but to me, that's a game I wanted to make. I also have an idea for a little side-scrolling brawler where you're an umbrella fighter. You can choose between different umbrellas, with an emphasis on fighting and blocking.
Okay.
Haven't you always done that when you were a kid? Have you ever had those umbrellas that click open?
Yeah.
And so then, like you have the short one, which is really fast but weak. You can click it open for longer, stronger strokes, or you could open it completely to block damage. I call it Umbrella Fighter. Or I call it It's Raining Outside. But I don't know how to make a game. So these will never happen. Unless you want to talk to me, and I'll write you a game.
Gelbach says, if I do well in acting/film, I'll Max Landis it and have the studio fly me over. If not, then I'll have my own panel with hookers and friends I don't have. Gelbach out.
Good luck on the hookers, man.
Good luck on the friends.
Oh.
Good luck on the friends. Gelbach.
I suppose hookers are pretty easy to come by. Touche.
I mean, you just pay them. That's,
right. That's
the easy part.
That's super easy. An Umbrawler. That was a nice name.
Oh!
Umbrawler. Nice.
The Ayatollah of Rock and Roll says, hey guys.
Hi.
Before there was Blockbuster Video, there were small neighborhood VHS rental stores. Totally. As a kid, I saw Space Hunter, Highlander, and Mad Max that way. Did you have a local store growing up? Many of them, there were like 8 of them around me, yes.
Oh.
Movie Mania.
You were very lucky. No, I did not have a local video store. But you lived in a city, and I was the country mouse.
I lived in a suburb, but yeah.
Well,
yeah.
In the suburb of a large city.
Yeah.
I was the country mouse, so we didn't get a video store until way later. We got a Blockbuster. But
Blockbuster's just such a ripoff. They charge like 2 or 3 times as much as those local mom and pop video stores.
Oh, I believe it. But that's all we had. We were happy to have a Blockbuster because that's all we had.
My weekend was after school, go to the Movie Mania and rent a couple games for like a couple bucks.
Nice. Nope. I mean, yeah, I was really happy to get the Blockbuster because that's all we had. And then finally, I could watch the fun movies on VHS.
The Elk 801 says, "Hey Jack,
Hi.
I'm the Candyland guy. Acknowledge me."
Yes. Okay, you know what's an awful board game? Is fucking Candyland. Candyland is the worst board game. And I was playing Candyland with my kids the other day, or earlier today, and it got me thinking of just how much I hated Candyland.
Well, where's the Candyland guy part?
Well, we're getting there. That's the setup.
Okay.
Is I fucking hate Candyland, and I was playing Candyland earlier today.
Yeah.
And so as I'm playing Candyland, like you know how Candyland works. For anyone who doesn't know,
I've never played it.
So there's a path to take with different colored blocks.
It's just you roll the dice and you get to the end, right?
No, you just pick up a card, and then the card has a color on it, and you move to that next color. And then sometimes there's also areas where you can get a card that'll teleport you to an area.
It sounds like a lame game.
It's super lame, but you know what? It's like an early kids game. And so what I figured out is there is a world in which you can beat Candyland in 3 cards.
Okay.
If you teleport to Chocolate Mountain first, if the first card you get is Chocolate Mountain, then you get a double red space card. So you go red, red, and then another red, you win the game. And so what I was doing is some math, Rich.
Yeah.
So the first card you need is Chocolate Mountain. And there are 66 cards in Candyland. And so that is a 1 in 66 chance of getting Chocolate Mountain.
Yeah.
That breaks down to like 1.515%.
Okay.
Is what I found out. Then the second card that you need is either a red or a double red. So there are 8 red cards and 2 double red cards. That's 10 out of now 64.
Yeah.
When the odds break down to something, and then you need another red card. And
Yeah.
so then it's 9 out of 38 cards. Because, yeah, I'm assuming you're having a 4-player game, so everyone takes a card.
Still not that likely, because that Chocolate Mountain one...
That's
1 in 60-something? That's long odds.
Oh, well, basically, I want to say at the end of the day, like, I was like, does anyone know how to do math and break down what the total amount of odds is?
Yeah.
And it turned out to be like a 1 in 7,700 chance that you could beat the game in 3 cards. And so we were just doing a little Candyland math on Twitter, and I thought it was pretty funny.
See, when I was a kid, it wasn't Candyland. I never played that.
You never played Candyland?
Shoots and Ladders.
Sure.
Or maybe Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Yeah, I like Hungry Hungry Hippos. I'm okay with that. Yeah, and we had like some of the like Cooties. You ever play Cooties or Break the Ice?
Yes, Chad, this is a fidget spinner. Is it shocking that I would own a fidget spinner
No, Rich is a fidgeter.
when I fidget constantly?
Rich is a fidgeter. There ain't nothing wrong. I mean, Rich is gonna do some sick fidget spinner tricks. What was that? Oh, you son of a bitch. Ow. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, well, he glitched off of the map. It was 1 in... Oh, yeah, well, because... So 1 in 4,800 chance of winning in three cards. And, like, you know, there's a lot of complicated math involved.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, probabilities of you getting the card, getting the next card, getting the next card. And there were some variables in there. And then, of course, every probability needs to be readjusted for other cards that the other people you're playing with pick.
Yeah.
And it was a really fun back and forth on Twitter today. And, spikes. And that's it. Like, it was, and someone who knows math way better than I do was helping me figure it out. Ow. Ow.
It'll last just as long as Furbies, Pogs, and I'm not doing this because it's a fad. I'm doing this because I fidget. And they have invented something specifically for me to fidget with.
Yeah.
And even when it's not a fad, I'll probably still have one of these.
Oh yeah, stock up, because they're super cheap now. Fuck. 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 Well, that worked out well. No, they were...
Anonymous says, hey Jack,
Hi.
I heard you go to northern Wisconsin every now and then.
I do.
Have you ever been to a little restaurant called the White Stag in Sugar Camp? I would definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't. See, northern Wisconsin, it's pretty big.
Right.
It's pretty big.
Pretty big place. I can't say I've ever been to the White Stag and the other part of that. Oh, hey. I was up. I mean, I've been all over the state. I regularly go to Rhinelander. And that's pretty desolate as well.
Jack already bought me a fidget cube for like my birthday.
Yeah.
So I have a. You want me just to fidget with that and only that? No, I got multiple fidgets. My desk at home, Jack.
Yeah.
I've actually got a basket full of things I fidget with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like multiple things.
I believe it.
I've got my Slinky in there. I got this Rubik's Cube thing that I like to fidget with. It's all there.
Nice. Fuck.
Vile822 says, hey, I've enjoyed RLM and prereq for ages and finally have a question.
Okay.
What videos have made you proud to be a part of Prereq and RLM? Thanks for the stream. Proud. What videos have made you proud?
Proud? That's a weird way to put it.
It is a weird way to put it.
Proud. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of the stuff we make. I don't know if anything in particular makes me like proud.
I like it when people enjoy a video we made.
Right. I feel like wow. I don't know, like as far as Prereq is concerned, I think our I really enjoyed our breakdown of the Order 1886.
That was a good one.
That was a good breakdown. Well, it was very easy to break down. And because it was so short, we got that out really fast, so that was nice.
I didn't mind our Uncharted 4 first 4 hours of.
That was pretty fun. Let's see, what other ones? Our Batman Arkham Knight I felt pretty good with.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of videos that I enjoy of ours.
Is it telling that you didn't immediately say Space Cop? I have said time and time again, I am uncomfortable watching myself act on screen.
Yeah.
I'm not acting when we do prereq. That's me having a discussion.
Yeah.
Me acting, I can't watch myself act. Never could.
I remember where I was. This doesn't seem right.
Texas Panhandler says,
Oh.
I hate multiplayer shooters and stuff for the most part, but I love MMOs. In particular, World of Warcraft, which I still play, even though none of my friends do anymore. It's pretty casual friendly now. Alright, I'm glad you enjoy it.
World of Warcraft?
Isn't World of Warcraft just one big grind fest?
No, they got they got it down.
Yeah.
They got it down, like, you know. It can't, there's no way I could believe that a game could be that popular and a grind fest.
Like Diablo?
Well, but the new Diablo's not didn't do so well, right? Oh, I think I beat my first boss. Ooh, fun. Oh. Ah! Ah, fuck!
WoW is a huge game with endless shit to do. It's all about the people you play with. Alright!
I'd believe that. Yeah, I believe that WoW is a worthwhile experience. To me, it seems just the amount of things that you need to press, like the amount of buttons. Like, I'll have this spell over here and this spell over here and this spell over here. Just it's overwhelming to me.
Yeah.
WoW. I don't know if I could ever play it.
Rich, what's your opinion of Hollow Knight so far? I haven't played it like at all. I've just watched Jack play it.
Uh-huh.
I have no opinion of it, really. Looking at it, I think Dead Cells is really fun. That's my thought looking at it. I'm sorry.
So far, this is closer to Ori and the Blind Forest than Dead Cells. Yes.
It's really beautiful, but kind of dull.
That was a fine boss fight I just had. A little fun little boss fight.
Well, not terrible.
Yeah.
Just kind of standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not terrible. I'm not dissing.
I play Ori and the Blind Forest. Like, this is a platformer. It's pretty.
You know, I'm gonna wait until I get my first like upgrade thingy. I really was hoping that would be an upgrade thingy.
Give 20XX another try.
Oh, 20XX just.
Jack loves it.
And that just released.
Oh, it's done?
That just released its 1.0, so it is now officially out of early access.
If this is dull, would you want to switch over?
I might.
Okay. We might switch over.
I'm stuck. Now, Rich.
Then we might switch over sooner rather than later.
Alright, can I get up here? Oh, there we go. Never mind, I found a way out.
Friday the 13th is never dull. It was dull last stream. For the first time, Friday the 13th let me down on stream.
Yeah.
It was a really bad night of streaming Friday the 13th.
We just came off of that great, PubG high, though. The group PubG high.
Go back and buy a map. It's just a starting area. It gets more intense later.
Go back and buy a map.
Somebody said, go back and buy a map.
To that guy I was just talking to?
Someone in the chat said, go back and buy a map. I didn't say to who. I just said, go back and buy a map.
Okay. I was talking to this guy over here. There was just a guy. This is the guy that I was talking to. Oh, no, he's gone now. I can't.
The chat's also really fond of pipes.
Pipes?
From the PUBG stream. Pipes.
My savior, you mean? Pipes made it happen. Where would we be without pipes? I'd be dead. I can't buy a map here. I'm sorry. Because I can't get up there. How come I didn't get a power from defeating that bad guy?
Not every game works the exact same way. Not every game is Mega Man.
So close.
Go back to the main hub to buy map wave point.
What?
I read the things. I literally have not played this game. I have no idea what's what.
Son of a bitch.
Pipes let us die at the end. Why is he getting all the recognition? That's true. When it was time to storm the house, and you both died, and he was all the way back wherever the fuck. When that extra gun could have really helped.
That's true. Well, he was playing it safe. He was looking out for number one. With us storming the house.
When you're playing with a group of 4 in teams,
yeah.
Can you really look out for number 1?
Right. Pipes.
Is that really the smart strat? If he had a good argument for not storming the house, and I'm going to be honest, I encourage that largely because I wanted to see something exciting happen, and that's storming the house sounded fun to me. But if he could have decisive reasons why it was a bad idea, maybe Pipes could have changed my mind, changed your mind.
Sure.
Yes, almost got all those guys in the house. One other person would have been the difference. Pipes.
We got a grenade killed one. Whoever I stormed the house with killed another, and I severely injured the third, but eventually, Okay, well, No.
Tell Jack that you can pogo bounce by jumping over something and pressing down and strike. This will elevate you higher It also resets your airborne once per jump abilities.
There's no double jump in this game right now. That's probably something I have to unlock. So I cannot pogo jump. So think again, whoever said that. Like, look, I'm pressing down, and I'm not pogo jumping.
Because you didn't land on an enemy.
Huh?
You didn't land on an enemy.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Try it on an enemy.
Nope.
You're not swinging at all, though.
Huh?
You're not swinging
I'm
at all.
hitting the swing button.
Okay.
I'm hitting the swing
Okay.
button directly above the enemy.
Are you heading down, too?
Yes.
All right. At the same time? Like that?
Huh?
You just did it.
That doesn't necessarily make me jump higher. No, they said if you strike the ground
Okay.
while falling, right?
I don't think they did. I think they said on an enemy.
I thought they said while you strike the ground, you jump higher and resets your double jump ability, but I don't have a double jump ability yet.
You're pressing the button too late.
Well,
Here's another comment. If you're going to switch games, better sooner than later.
why is that?
I'm just reading the comments.
Why is that?
Cosper says, Ari PubG review. Jack might like the SWAT-style action of Rainbow Six Siege. Rich might like the slow-paced dreadnought with big spaceships. Ghost Recon Wildlands has the elements you both like in PubG. Okay. Oh no, I dropped my fidget. You know, now I gotta stop everything I'm doing to get that fidget back because it's like an addiction, Jack. It's like a.
Get your shit together, Rich.
I gotta find the fidget. Nothing will stop me from finding the fidget. Where'd it go? I gotta get the floor to find the fidget. This is unacceptable. What's that shit under there? What is that under there?
What is that?
I gotta find the fidget. That was right there. There we go. There we go. Alright, the stream can commence. No, I found the fidget. Found the fidget. Everything's alright.
Wow.
Everything's alright, everyone.
That was intense. That was intense, Rich.
We all know Mike's crazy views on Ghost. I was just wondering what his stance on UFOs is, and yours for that matter. I haven't had long conversations with Mike about UFOs. We did have a good laugh at this one special Aliens on the Moon, which it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but they just took rocks on the moon, and they highlighted them different colors. And they said, this looks vaguely like it could be something that was built. And it looked nothing at all like something that could have been built.
It just looked like rocks on the moon?
It just looked like rocks on the moon. And it's hysterical. My official position on aliens is that they probably exist. It's a very big galaxy, let alone universe.
Yeah.
The odds of there not being other life out there is pretty low. Mm-hmm. There's probably other life out there. The question is, do they get into a flying saucer and buzz the Earth? I have seen no convincing evidence that this has ever happened.
That's the key right there. We have absolutely no evidence.
Yes.
Of extraterrestrial
visitation.
Life. Right.
But there's very likely other life out there in the galaxy. Now, maybe like intelligent life is extraordinarily rare. Maybe that just doesn't happen very often. And this is why you don't see UFOs flying around or whatnot. But there probably is alien life.
Oh, maybe. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about no aliens.
Alien life almost certainly exists, but given the sheer size of the universe, it's extremely unlikely contact will be made. What's it called? There's a name for this. The
Fermi paradox?
It's related to the Drake equation. The Fermi paradox? Yeah, I think it's the Fermi paradox. Where, freaking, very smart scientist, physicist and astrophysicist got together and they're just talking about this fairly casually. I think this is when they were working on the atomic bomb, but I could be wrong. And they were doing the math in their head that if there were other life in the universe, other intelligent life, even at slower than light speeds, if the earliest life in the galaxy should have pretty much colonized the entire galaxy by now.
Right.
Even at slower than light speeds. And the Fermi paradox is, if that's the case, where is this alien life? We should have seen hints of it out there.
It's not so much a scientific theory as it is a thought experiment.
Right.
What are some educated guesses as to why we have not met another intelligent life form?
The Great Filter.
Right.
That's something in the course of evolution is a barrier to colonizing the galaxy. Either life itself is very rare, like actual life as we know it doesn't happen very often at all, and we're one of the few planets in existence that has life.
Yeah.
Or maybe life is fairly common, but intelligent life, well, that doesn't happen very often. And you don't see hardly any planets that have intelligent life that are capable of building machines. And one of the other ones that probably most people are familiar with is that intelligent life is fairly common, but they have a tendency to blow themselves up before they can start colonizing the galaxy.
Yes.
And we kind of have to hope that we are on the other side of the Great Barrier, so that we ourselves might colonize the galaxy someday. The Great Filter, or whatever it is they call this.
Oh, I need to rest on a bench.
They invent the radio and then kaboom. In a sense, we invented the atomic bomb not long after we got radio. Geologically, that's a blink of the fucking eye. The most common intelligent life out there, you get radio signals from them for about 50 years and then nothing because they blow themselves up. That could be the most common scenario in the universe. All right, so where was that and where are we?
What was that and where are we? Those are the questions, Rich. Those are the only questions of life. What was that? Where are we? Right?
Yeah.
You're doing it right. That's the great questions.
Cub 907 says, Rich and Jack.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite episode of a TV series and why? Keep it coming with the great content. Love you guys.
It's a very strange question.
As you tend to forget about the bad ones if you can.
Right. What's the question again?
Your least favorite episode of a TV series.
Least favorite episode of a TV series.
I know. I don't even know where to start. With
the boxer for Star Trek Voyager. How about that? The episode of Star Trek Voyager that was dedicated to Chakotay's hallucination of him being a boxer. That's a dumb episode. Worst episode of television ever.
The worst episode would have to be something that just ruined a show that was good, right?
Sure.
I mean, you can write off the boxer.
There was some good Voyager, I guess, but I don't know if I can fully write off.
You can write off Shades of Grey from TNG, the clip episode. That was a one-time thing. Forget about it.
Sure. All right.
But like a really bad episode would have to ruin a TV show for like the rest of its run.
Oh, okay.
It would be a jump the shark moment.
Like a tipping point.
Yeah.
That signaled the end. Okay. All right. I'm with you. What do you got?
I don't have an answer yet.
Oh, okay.
This would require some thinking, and I got other shit to read.
The series finale of Voyager? Yeah, that's up there.
Voyager.
Right? So many.
Voyager.
So many bad.
An idiot could have been a showrunner and made that show work. An idiot.
Yeah.
You do the first half of the show like Year of Hell, where supplies are low, things are bad, they're still trying to get home.
No.
And then, you know what? Halfway through the show, I'd have some kind of turning point. Like, maybe they find the caretaker, and they find out they can't get home, and they have to make a decision. Like you know, home is so far away. Maybe we just have to put our claim down here and make a life for ourselves in the Delta Quadrant. Mm-hmm. Then my second half of Voyager would have been them making allies and essentially starting like a new federation on the other side of the galaxy. We're gonna make peace between these two races. We're gonna get a treaty, and then slowly over time, Voyager kind of develops a whole new federation.
Yeah.
And then my season finale of Voyager is 200 years later. The new federation and the old federation finally have expanded far enough. They come together.
That would
Voyager and the whole new federation meets up with the old, and now the whole galaxy, one big happy federation. That would be how I would end Voyager.
Rich, that'd be beautiful.
Yes, it would have been great.
That would have been beautiful. Like the tenets passed down from our founder Janeway.
Right, right.
Yes.
We've heard the stories of the original Federation.
Right.
We are honored on this day to finally make contact.
Then, like, the struggle of, like, sticking with the Federation rules they know or possibly bettering them, right? Like, no, this is an established rule and we think it works like this, but maybe there's a better way. Like, that could have been the series' moral quandaries. Oh, Rich, you should have been a TV writer.
Yeah.
The more I think about that, the more I love it, Rich. And so here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I've decided. That's how it ended. That was the whole series. And I now remember Voyager much more fondly because that makes way more sense as a Voyager show. Let's all, like, if we all agree, we'll Mandela effect it. Let's just all agree that that's how Voyager was.
It's beautiful, and it's in the spirit of Star Trek.
Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. And
Neelix wasn't eliminated, and Rich's... I wouldn't have wouldn't have had him be a comic relief character. I'd have him be streetwise and maybe not entirely trustworthy. But they kind of need him because he knows things they don't. He wouldn't have been a joke in my Voyager.
That's fair, Rich.
You know, he would have been someone who, over time, they sold on the Federation's philosophy. That's what my Neelix would have been.
Sure, someone who's like, the Federation, I don't need that crap. I'm a loner, I'm a smuggler. I get my own stuff done.
I'm gonna use these guys for a cushy ride for a while.
Yeah.
That would have been my Neelix.
That's fine Neelix, Rich. Fine Neelix. Fine Neelix. That could have been like a big like season finale moment. Mm-hmm. Is Neelix casts them off.
Yeah.
And then
sells them out.
Sells them out. Then decides like, no, they really had it going on, and turns around for the season premiere. Yep. Rich's version of Voyager. The only version of Voyager. I love it.
How would you have handled the Borg? I wouldn't have. The Borg were a one-trick pony who never really should have shown up after the best of both worlds. Maybe they're in the Gamma Quadrant. We just don't deal with that.
Yeah, like maybe you can get one decent Borg episode out of it,
Maybe that's just the turning point where we really can't get home because we would have to get through Borg space.
Ooh, maybe. Sure.
Maybe that's the final nail in the coffin. Well, we can't get home.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying I would do that for sure.
Mm-hmm. No, I think there were some interesting Borg stuff with Voyager, and so like getting a Borg episode here or there wouldn't have been
the Borg were ruined the moment they had a queen.
Yep.
That eliminated everything that was interesting about them.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Yes, as soon as they have a leader and they are not just automatons, that gets rid of everything that makes them, the Borg.
Yeah. Now they're just zombies.
Right.
Zombies with a leader. There's a leader zombie in control of the mindless. They were never mindless in TNG. They were a hive mind. But now they're mindless, thanks to the Queen.
Yep. Oh, fuck.
Ah.
God. No. Oh, fuck. I suck. I suck. Gosh darn it.
Bran Flakes 4547 says, "Hey, Rich and Jack.
Yeah, Rich.
Have you guys seen Valerian? If so, what do you think?"
Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets, the new Luc Besson movie.
You know what it is. I have not seen it.
I have not seen it either.
Okay. Also, remember to look up Les Stroud from Survivor Man. He's Rich's Canadian doppelganger. Thanks for the content, fellas. All right.
Well, there you go. I'm excited to see Valerian. I like Luc Besson. But I have not seen it yet just because I haven't been able to get out to see a movie.
Rich rarely reads the chat. He reads 90% tips. Jack reads 80% chat. Wow.
Whoa.
I've taken like a few chat questions here.
Sure. Rich, you're getting called out.
Wow.
Wow. You got told, man. You got straight up told. Do you want to play?
No.
Okay. And especially not now. You.
Look, I think Karen just likes Hackbot. Chad.
Yeah, Karen likes the funny things that Hackbot says.
Is there a dodge roll or anything?
No. No, there's not.
Okay.
I have a little bit of his pattern down now, so I'm a little better than I was before, but...
Alright. Anonymous says, this is extremely late, I know. But it was touched on in your canon Christmas. Death Wish 3 director is generally regarded as a creep in the UK, and seeing Death Wish 3 gives a telling window into his mindset. Alright. The movie was very, very sleazy.
Death Wish 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit. Oh shit.
Gabley says,
I got none.
hey guys, how much do I have to tip for you to play something a smidge more engaging? Name it.
I don't know. This is what we're doing for now. I'm gonna give this boss another couple tries, and then maybe
Alright.
either when I beat the boss or a couple more tries, we'll switch it up. Maybe a little 20xx. I'd like to beat at least one boss before we call it a night.
How does everyone feel about the Bruce Willis Death Wish movie?
Oh my god, what a joke. I obviously I haven't seen the movie, but the trailer looks awful, Rich.
Yeah.
Back in Black? Fucking Back in Black? Yeah, we're gonna kill some people, yeah! Ooh, let's have some fun!
This isn't really the time for that movie.
Also, not really the time for that movie.
Like, crime has been going down fast for a good long while.
Yep.
Crime has been going down ever since Roe v. Wade.
That's true. That's true. Crime has been steadily dropping since the 70s. And so, yeah, I don't think anyone... But you know who's going to love the movie? Conservative dads. Oh, yeah. Every single fucking conservative dad is they're gonna go see it. They're gonna buy it on Blu-ray. They're gonna buy it on VHS. They're gonna buy it on Laserdisc. They're gonna love the shit out of that movie. That's who their market is. I can't imagine it will do terribly well in the box office.
So for anyone who wants to make a joke, there's this book called... Was it Freakonomics?
That is the book.
That actually draws a connection between abortion being legal and the drop in the crime rate. There is a connection.
There isn't a there is a statistical connection.
Yes.
Not anything. Yeah, that's. There is a correlation, as they say. Not necessarily a causation, but there is a correlation, right? Mm-hmm. Like a correlation is more. It's like what was their example? There's a correlation between hot dog sales and shark attacks, not necessarily a causation. Oh, he hurts you just by touching him. Oh.
No, Chad, I have not gotten around to Gravity Falls.
Oh, shit.
Anonymous says, hey guys, thoughts on art?
Wow.
I'm making a career jump from my 9-to-5 job into a world of making money with art. So far, I've earned negative income. Art supplies cost a lot.
That sounds about right.
As well as a website. Thoughts? I think you can expect to see your income steadily declining. Even a lot of great artists died broke. Van Gogh. He wasn't making any money off of his work in his lifetime. Fuck. You're rolling the dice. It's low odds to be successful in art.
Oh, yeah.
Any artistic endeavor.
Oh. Hey, I beat him.
Hey, good work, Jack.
I figured it out.
The Blue Channel says, hey guys, today's half in the bag made me think of an important question. If you could only see one movie before you die, what would it be? I don't know.
Wait. Like, rewatch a movie or watch a new movie?
They're not specific.
What the fuck is that?
What's the longest movie? Like the absolute longest movie.
So then you could watch the long, like you have to finish watching the movie before you die.
Can I make it? Because then I'd have to finish making it first.
Ooh, nice.
I'm very slow. Yes, I would make Boyhood too.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Sean says, if I was captain of Voyager, and I mean as a man, when Q said I need help making babies, I would have said, okay.
All right.
Okay? If you are willing to help the Borg, then you should be willing to be Q's baby mama.
Really, just for scientific purposes, right? Like, infinite being. And...
You'd want to bring into existence an immature child with godlike abilities?
I don't know.
It'd be like that fucking Twilight Zone episode. This can only be a mistake. Nothing good will come of this.
Yeah, but if you can get past that first stage, you'll have like someone who really likes you and has godlike powers. Think about that. That's a risk reward right there, Rich. Oh, Dad, I love you. What do you need? Anything in the universe.
There was a Star Trek episode about a child with godlike abilities, and it didn't end well. It wasn't a good thing. This is not a good idea.
Oh. Alright.
Half-Hearted says, hey guys, Rich, when it comes to set design and prop building, is it more helpful to have a visual art background or a construction one? Your props for prereq that you don't use anymore were good.
Yeah, they were good.
They were janky.
Well, see
That set was janky. I like the idea of it, but
when you're talking about building props, you need both. You need an art direction and the know-how to make them look good. You need both. So you gotta do both. Like, those looked great, but yes, they were janky, and more importantly, they were balls to put up properly.
Sometimes you're limited by what you can build. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And so,
like, I want to build this big, heavy thing for the Plinketta, but it will collapse under its own weight.
right.
So you need to rethink that. Like when Mike bought those giant, like, comically heavy things for the original Plinketta board that collapsed under its own weight.
That's why I'm saying you need both.
Yeah. You missed the prereq set so much? They were so jank! It looked awful! Not enough variety. The paint was sloppy mess. They were getting filthy. The lighting was a nightmare.
The lighting was a nightmare. They were such a pain in the ass to set up. They would never stay still.
We couldn't leave them set up, which, you know, we couldn't figure out the lighting, and there it's done. It was every time we had to figure the lighting out again.
So many problems. So many problems with those things.
And then a ton of comments like, are you guys even in the same room?
Well, that was the other thing, yeah, because we did that before we had 3 cameras. Yeah. There were issues to be had with that setup. Oh, I'm out of... Oh. I was out of blast juice. There were definitely issues about that set. Shut up. And while our new set isn't entirely perfect, I do believe, you know, I'd still like to find some way to kind of transform the bookshelves into something that's more ours, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not entirely perfect. It's still, I feel like it's better than the old sets, our new area. It's much easier to light. I think it looks better overall. Can I not? Nope, okay. There are practical applications to our new set.
The one major thing that the entire Dark Knight trilogy has against it is Christian Bale's barking. Yes, Christian Bale in general. He's a terrible Batman. His Bruce was good though. I don't know, was it?
It was adequate. It's, you know, like,
yeah, and it wasn't like jaw dropping. Oh, it's the Bruceiest Bruce Wayne I've ever seen.
Right? Yes, he played a rich guy. Like,
Bruce is a non-character. Yes, Bruce Wayne is the least important component.
right.
I'd like to see Keaton's Batman and Wayne in a Dark Knight Returns setup.
Keaton's Batman. Yeah, now that Keaton's getting older now and cranky.
How would oh God, why am I drawing a blank on his fucking name? The current Batman, fucking
Affleck.
Affleck. How would he have worked in the Dark Knight series? Probably a bit too old for Batman Begins, but just in theory, if you had him at the time at the right age.
I'm trying to think of his Batman, right? Because in Batman versus Superman, I'm sorry, his Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it'd have been fine.
Maybe. Because, we only get we really only get one scene of him as Bruce Wayne in the party.
Yeah.
And he does all right.
I like the take where Batman is kind of his true self. The Batman the Animated Series approach.
Yeah.
And Bale's barking is not that.
Oh, God. Bale's...
That is not the true face of the man.
Bale's barking... Honestly,
the mask is the more honest.
Yeah. I can't. I was just when I was up north. I have some family up there who's also in video production, and we were talking about movies, and we got to talking about Nolan, and we got to talking about the Dark Knight series, and it was just like the Dark Knight is good. That is a fine movie, mostly because of Heath Ledger. Christian Bale is the worst Batman. Just the worst. I mean, and
Yes.
I'm including all the nipple Batmans. The growling makes it unbearable.
And I'm not saying his Wayne is terrible. It's just not mind-blowingly amazing. But the point is, his Batman is awful, and that's where the conversation ends.
Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense to me. His Batman, his growling Batman.
And the chat's making a lot of Martha comments.
Martha.
Now, that's not Affleck's fault. That's the writer's fault.
Right. Oh yeah, but see, remember the Martha scene, right? And do you remember that, how the guttural growl of Affleck's Batman during the Martha scene? That's one sequence because he's really angry.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But that's every single thing that Christian Bale always says. Martha, I would like a cup of coffee. Could I have a cup of coffee? First of all, you sound like you're in a death metal band. I would like a cup of coffee. Rachel! What do you want, Rachel? You wanted to. That quiet scene where he's talking to Katie Holmes in Batman Begins. There's some more digging that you need to do, Rachel.
Imagine all right, let's take a smarter, small Batman story. Let's a scenario here.
Sure.
Bale's Batman runs across a 12-year-old kid who's pointing a gun at him.
Right.
And he has to talk him down.
Okay. Ready? Listen, let me tell you don't want to do that. You need to think about the consequences of your life. You and me can talk it out. What I have in my mouth is a teddy bear. Would you like a teddy bear? Look at the teddy bear.
Now imagine Batman the Animated Series in this scenario. Right?
The calm, cool, and collected Batman. The Batman who is also in control of himself. That's what I want now. What I want is a situation like that from the animated series. You guys give me the script. I will do my Christian Bale.
God. Oh my God! This is a future stream. We're gonna take Batman the Animated Series.
Yes.
Right, and we're gonna get some transcripts, and then we're gonna do Kevin Conroy's version.
No, I'm gonna overdub my Christian Bale.
Then we'll do your version with Christian Bale.
Exactly.
Oh my God! This is an amazing idea. We can put this under creative, right? Mm-hmm. This is a fucking stream and a half.
I'll do the voice work, and then it'll be creative because I'll bring in my computer and I'll show you guys how I edit my voice in Christian Bale's, right, or under Conroy's. It'll be great. Alfred, the Joker has escaped on Christmas. Alfred. Ay. By the way, I'm done with this game.
Oh, good.
But oh, good. Jack can only do like 5 minutes of that voice. Oh, I can do that voice all night. It will wreck me, but it'll be worth it.
Christopher Nolan's Batman the Animated Series.
Where's what am I doing? Here we go. Get. Oh no, that's not what I want. All right. You. There was nothing. Here's my official. You know, I've been playing Hollow Knight for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my official review.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I am also not interested in it.
Okay.
It's fine. It looks adorable. I'm not very interested in it. Maybe at a different time in my life, this would have been my absolute jam. But at the moment. That's right, we can look into Justice League
sure.
and Batman Beyond. Oh, I can put Bale's Batman in anything. It'll be great.
That one Justice League moment where Ace is dying, that kid with superpowers, and this is a wonderful, sensitive moment
Sure.
where Batman's talking to a child in its last moments on Earth. Only it's Christian Bale's Batman now.
Of course.
It's Christian.
Right?
I want to let you know, Ace, that you've taught me how to be a hero. You have more courage than any other superhero I know. And we will take a route when we fight the bad guys.
What are we going to? Oh, yeah, we're going to 20XX.
I want to let you know, Ace, my masters taught me how to fight, but you taught me how to love.
Oh, you have to do this.
Oh.
Sign into this.
All right.
Jack, what was that woofing at the end? That's all. That's just Christian Bale. It's just,
Rachel, what are you doing?
it's Scooby-Doo without the... That's my Batman.
Scooby-Doo goes a little up and down. But Batman doesn't have the up and down.
And I put the tip of my tongue...
He's monotone Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, he's monotone Scooby-Doo. I put the tip of my tongue behind my bottom teeth, like this. And so it's a little bit like this, right?
But then you have to growl. And when you talk like this, you go, Rachel.
That's my center, is Rachel.
Little Scooby-Doo, no up and down, with your tongue behind your teeth. Where's Superman?
Where are we going? 20XX. Boom. 20XX being fully released.